Nightmare. And I'm so happy. If you do want my TikTok, I'm sorry I could not include the video I had with a TikToker that I said in the other one. It's because every time I try to include a video now, my editing service or editing app will not let me use any audio with that video. So I'm really sorry if you actually wanted that. Okay, this next chapter, and everyone asked for more parts of it, and I have to warn you, I looked ahead, I'm really sorry, but I couldn't help it because I accidentally went to it, and I accidentally flipped through it, and I saw that it gets pretty wild. Okay, I think it's chapter 8, right? Chapter 8, third person, POV. Harry and Draco made their way to the little eatery that Harry promised to meet Ginny at. Walking hand in hand with Draco, Harry was biting his lip nervously as they made their way into the little eatery. "It'll be okay, my baby Raven." Let me redo that, sorry. I stuttered a little bit. "It'll be okay, my baby Raven." Draco nuzzled into Harry. "I love you, Dragon." "I love you more, Raven." Draco planted a kiss on Harry's cheek. They walked over to Ginny, who smiled when she saw Harry, but frowned when she saw Malfoy. She noticed them holding hands and frowned even more. Hi, Ginny," Harry greeted. "Hi, Harry. I thought we were going to talk alone," she whispered. "Well, I wanted Draco to come. There's something we need to tell you," Harry explained. They shuffled into the booth. Ginny, on the other side of the two men. What? That you're seeing him?" Ginny spat. "Well, you cheated on me, and he was there for me." "Well, let me respoon. Well, you cheated on me, and he was there for me," Harry spat back. "I wouldn't have cheated on you if you were around more," Ginny snarled. "I'm sorry I needed to provide for you and my son." "He's your son now?" she scoffed. "Not that it's any of your business, but yes, he is." Sorry, I really hissed. I really got into this. Harry hissed and Ginny just growled. "I took time out of my busy schedule to come meet with you. And this is how you're treating me? You don't even work. What busy schedule?" "I do a lot. Not like you would know," Ginny growled. Before Harry could say anything, Draco, who grew tired of the arguing, spoke up. "All right. You say you still love Harry and that you want to apologize for everything. So start apologizing." Draco sneered. "Stay out of it, Malfoy," Ginny glared. "Listen, you grimy little..." Draco started as he jumped up to get Ginny's face. Ooh. Me in the background. "He did what?" I would be eating popcorn in the background going, "Shit about to go down." Please beat the shit out of this little whore. And I won't tell you what I just did with my actions, but it's okay, baby. Harry placed his hand on Draco's. Draco calmed down and he sat back down. "Ginny, I don't love you anymore. At least not like that. I don't care if you apologize or not, but you hurt me a lot. I wouldn't have accepted your apology anyway, because you played me like a fiddle. I'm done," Harry told her. He motioned for Draco to stand up to leave the booth. Harry leaned over the table and kissed Ginny's forehead. "Goodbye, Ginny." Harry's voice cracked. And Draco left he and Draco left the place. That's when Harry broke down. Draco immediately wrapped him in a hug. "What's wrong, baby?" Draco asked, stroking Harry's head. She just hurt me so much." Harry sobbed. "It's over, baby," Draco whispered. "She's gone, and you're mine now." It could be creepy when he said that, but it's kind of lovingly. Words depend on the tone. Just remember that. "I'm not going to hurt you." Harry looked up at his boyfriend with teary green eyes. "I love you, dragon." "I love you too, baby raven. Come on. Let's go out to eat," he said. "Okay." Harry grabbed his hand and they walked to another restaurant to eat at. Harry's POV. Drake and I were on the couch. My head was on his lap as he read his book, as he played with my hair. Wait, what? When did Ted come back? And when did Scorpius come back? I'm so confused. "Ted, look!" I heard. We jumped and looked into the fireplace. Scorpius's face was there. I know I look ahead, but I skipped this. Scorpius's face was there, and he was smiling. Draco jumped up and marched over to this fireplace. "Scorpius, what are you..." "Scorpius, what are you doing?" he yelled. That was a good damn voice. Damn, I should do this more often. "I was just checking up on you two, but he seems like you're very cozy." Scorpius smirked. "What about what Harry and I do while you're at school is none of your business," Draco sneered. But are you two together?" Ted's voice came in. "Ted, stay out of their conversation," I scolded, walking over to the fireplace. "But Dad," Ted whined, causing my heart flutter at the word. Draco sighed and shook his head in defeat. "Fine, yes, we are together," Draco informed them. "Yay!" The two boys cheered in unison. But this isn't to be let out at your school. Do you understand?" Draco asked. "The Daily Prophet still follows Harry around," Draco said, blushing. "You even have pet names?" Ted yelled. "Ted, do you understand?" "Yes. I won't let it get out." "Me neither," Scorpius agreed. "We'll talk about it later," Draco said. "Behave." "No promises." They laughed in unison, and then disappeared in the fireplace. I looked at my boyfriend. His stormy gray eyes relaxed when he saw me. He pulled me closer to his chest, so I snuggled up. "So those are two less people we need to tell," I kissed him. I don't need to tell anyone else." "Well, okay, I think this was supposed to be Draco's. So, those are two less people we need to tell." He kissed me. "I don't need to tell anyone else." "Well, I think I should probably tell Ron and Hermione, I yawned.
Well, that can wait until tomorrow. You seem sleepy, my baby raven. He snuggled me closer.
I am sleepy, I smiled. I smiled sleepily, so he picked me up bridal style.
My bed or yours, he smirked.
Yours is cozier. I snuggled my head under his chest.
Mine it is, then.
He kissed my lips and brought me to bed.
Oh gosh, this ain't good.
Tense POV. Yep, we go back to the two boys. I woke up to Scorpius shaking me, so I groaned. I tried to get him to go away. However, that didn't work, because he shook my shoulder harder. Come on, Ted, I'm hungry. He pulled me out of bed, and I fell to the ground. Get dressed, he ordered. Fine. I stood up and pulled on clothes over my boxers. Wow. Underage. This is not right. They're only in the 3rd year. That's 13 years old. This is not right. PG-13. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got sorry. Some people don't like this type of stuff, but I'm sorry. I got on my robes and followed Scorpius to the Great Hall, which we got to the table. Half of them were clapping and whistling, and the other were glaring.
What's going on?
I asked. One of the clapping ones handed me the newspaper. Harry and Mr. Draco were on the front cover. It read,
"The boy who lived is the boy who bends for..."
They put this on a newspaper. Oh my gosh. Only in the Wizarding World, man. Only in the Wizarding World.
The boy who lived is the boy who bends for the ex-Death Eater.
I shit you not, that's what it says.
Sources tell us that our beloved Harry Potter, destroyer of none other than Voldemort himself, is in fact gay for former Death Eater Draco Malfoy. The same source says that Potter has been seeing Malfoy behind the back of his fiancée, Geneva Weasley.
I know who leaked it. I'm sorry. I know who leaked it. The cheating motherfucking pregnant woman. I don't know if she got rid of it. If she did, she double dumb. You do not kill a damn baby. We're not going into that. Please don't. Also, I have an announcement. Someone said that they didn't want to read any of my well, a couple people said this. They didn't want to listen to my Snarry, and some did unsubscribe because they said, "Oh, this is illegal." And I'm like, no, he had his birthday, which he turned 18. Then he started dating Snape, which his real age is actually 18 itself, but he had to put on a facade because he's a vampire. But it's all in a matter of opinion for the person. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Anyways, moving on to the bitch. For many years during their 13-year relationship, they just met each other. Malfoy was charged with the account of being a Death Eater during the Second Wizarding War. Because the reason why I almost said Second World War is because people have compared the similarities of Voldemort and Hitler and his followers to his army of little Hitlers. I don't know what you call them. Nazis, that's right. I just call them little Hitlers. And there is a lot. If you haven't yet, go watch Shane. I messed up his name, and I'm so sorry. He is the father of YouTube, and I messed up his name. I should be ashamed. Shane Dawson's theory on it, because he has a theory on it, and a lot of people have talked about it, and it's true. He was later acquitted of those charges, claiming to be under the imperious charm. Well, yeah, everyone knew that. Despite those charges, our golden boy has seemed to be put these differences aside to be with the former Death Eater. One thing, though, I have a question. Why are they so, angry about it when literally he's forgiven a Death Eater, someone who followed the person who killed his parents and killed a lot of innocent people, and thought of him as a good person? Why are they saying that that's a bad thing? Probably the gay part is the bad thing. But I mean, he's being really nice to someone who hurt him. Forgiveness. He's being the golden boy. Scusi. That article made me pissed off. I'm sorry, but that's just stupid. I stopped reading and I looked up at Scorpius, who was reading it over my shoulder. I didn't say anything, did you? I asked him. He was pale, but he shook his head. No. He gulped. We bit our lips, and then took our seats. We're going to get blamed for this. Maybe not. But as I said that, an owl swooped down and dropped a red envelope in front of Scorpius. His eyes widened. He frowned. It's the holler! He cried out. I couldn't help but laugh at the look on his face. He groaned and he opened it. Mr. Draco's voice was roaring throughout the great hall. No, speaker charm on this bitch. Sorry, that was really loud. I didn't know I had that. It's probably because of my coconut oil I put in my hair to make my hair smooth. Anyways, Scorpius is it Hyperion? When did it turn into outer space? I knew this was gonna happen. Every horror movie, this happens. It goes outer space, and I don't understand why. Sorry. Anyways, Scorpius Hyperion Malfoy, I specifically told you last night not to say a single word to anyone, and now the whole wizarding world knows, and you wait until I talk to Professor McGonagall, because I will make sure you get all your privileges taken away, young man. Just wait. The card hissed and then blew up. Scorpius was now so embarrassed, but the table couldn't help but laugh. I was laughing until Harry's owl swooped down and dropped one on my lap. Ha! Ted got one too! The table laughed. Harry is scary when he yells, I whimper. You better open it, someone yelled. I took a deep breath and bit my lip. I opened it, and Harry's voice was louder than Draco's. Theodore Remus Lupin! What did we discuss last night? I have been dealing with tons of phone calls because of this little stunt you pulled. I'm coming down to Hogwarts to come yell at you in person, because the holler will certainly not suffice. I told you not to let this out to the school, but I didn't mean to let it out to the whole wizarding world. I'll be there at lunchtime, and you better hope that by that time I get there, I calm down, he yelled. The thing hissed, and I blushed with embarrassment. He's so embarrassed his hair is turning pink," someone yelled. I groaned and just continued on with my breakfast. The morning went by quickly, quicker than I hoped. I made my way to the great hall with Scorpius. "Maybe he's not coming," Scorpius suggested. "I doubt that. We're talking about Harry Potter," I reminded. Just as we approached the great hall, Mistress McGonagall stood there and stopped us. "Mr. Malfoy and Mr. Lupin, please follow me," she said. I'm not going to do her voice. If I do, I'm going to, lose the other 4 voices I have to do. We both groaned and I bit my lip. "Relax, dude," Scorpius said. "Your hair is changing a slicky green color. A sickly green color. Harry's going to chew my head off." "But you didn't do anything, Scorpius." "Worst comes... anything," Scorpius pointed out. "Worst comes to worst, let him yell at you, and then explain it wasn't your fault," Scorpius said. We got to the office and Harry was standing there, with Mr. Draco. I looked at Scorpius, whose eyes widened. Dad, why are you here?" he stuttered. "You may have the room," McGonagall told them. "No, don't leave." "No, don't leave," I pleaded. She raised her eyebrow and then walked out. "Sit, both of you," Mr. Draco demanded. We sat down quickly and looked up at them. "Explain," Harry yelled, seething. Scorpius and I started speaking at the same time and talking over one another. "Stop!" he yelled. "Ted, you first." "We didn't tell a soul," I whimpered. "Please, don't yell at us anymore. We swear, we didn't tell anyone. It must have been someone else. Maybe it was that bitch you dated." Scorpius babbled. "Scorpius!" Sorry. "Scorpius!" Mr. Draco yelled, and Scorpius sunk down in his seat. "Sorry," he muttered, and Harry looked at Mr. Draco and bit his lip. "No, Draco, he might be right," Harry sighed. "We did tell Ginny yesterday, before we told them. The newspaper accused..." And the newspaper... I almost went French. The newspaper... Oops. When I mentioned French, my whole brain went to in the French accent. And the newspaper. Oh my F-word. I'm trying not to swear anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay, she scared me. And the newspaper accused you of seeing Mr. Draco before... Wait. This was Ted the whole time. And the newspaper accused you of seeing Mr. Draco before you and Ginny broke up, I suggested. Harry just shook his head. "I'm not going to see her again," Harry muttered. "I can't confront her." "I'm sorry, Harry," I mentioned. "Yeah, me too," Scorpius said. Mr. Draco wrapped his arms around Harry. "We have no other choice but to comment," he suggested. By we, I mean you, because, being a former Death Eater, I can't. His face saddened. Well, good luck, you two. But we need to go unless you want to take away any of my privileges." Wait. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting into the story. I just lose myself in it. "Well, good luck, you two, but we need to go unless you are taking away my privileges," Scorpius teased. No, you may go. You both may leave now. Draco said. We smiled and hugged them goodbye and left. Draco's POV. I don't know where these burps are coming. Oh wait, I had a root beer float. I have one every night. That's my success for the night. My one dessert. Can't skip out on my root beer float. Don't actually look up root beer float. You'll be scarred forever. I'm serious, don't. I shouldn't have said that because now you're going to look it up. Draco's POV. After the long day we had, I was cuddling with Harry in my bed. We ended up kissing, and then he stopped. He looked worried and bit his lip. What's wrong, Raven? I asked. I want to... Do you think we... He stuttered, and he was blushing like crazy. I looked at him confused. What? I asked. He was nervous and about something, so he looked down. Can we, make love? He whispered, almost not audible. I smiled and kissed him. If you want to, I told him. Do you want to? He questioned, looking up, causing me to kiss his lips very softly. Most definitely, I informed him, causing him to smile. I promise to be very gentle. The cringe! The attack on the cringe! I should, videotape myself while reading one of these once. And then see my reactions to everything. It's not pretty. My cousin is awake. I scared him away. Sorry, I'm really weird. I told him before laying a very chaste kiss against his lips and flipping him on his back. Ooh. Hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some pussy. If you don't know where that's from, go check out Mac Does It. It was one of his anti-gay commercials, and he's gay, so that's why he reacted to it. I'm just weird. He's back. He went away. This is why I shouldn't live with people I know. Or I should live with people, because then I'll become so lonely. I talk to myself. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Also, some people have asked me for my TikTok, so I will put it down below. And I will put down my username, so you can just copy and paste it. Well, you can't copy and paste, can you? I'll just put a link instead. I just found that out. We can't copy and paste things, so that's why I put down there my socials. I put links instead of my ats. But always on my screen is my ats at the end of the video, maybe a minute in, or right now. If you want them, you can see them right there. I love you guys so much. Please let me know what you want to hear next. I put my hair into two French braids, and I'm very happy because they're staying. And I don't have any ties on them. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm so awkward. I love you guys so much. You've been amazing towards me, and I love the new subscribers. Welcome, and I want to shout someone out. They didn't ask for a shout out, but they've been pretty cool. They've been pretty chill. Their name is Dakota Varney. I don't have a specific thing for them, but I will get one of them. I'm letting them know I'm giving them a shout out. Giving you a shout out, hun. Okay, if you ever question why I say hun, is that I was grown up to actually be friendly and say, oh, hun, tea, sweets, anything like that. It's always like, I've always grown up with like saying ma'am, yes ma'am, no sir, yes sir, mister. Never call them by their name until you're let to. Grew up old fashioned. I'm sorry about that. Please let me know what you think. I really don't know what to say other than that. But if I could give kisses to each and every one of you, I would, because everyone gets to be a queen, and you all are queens and kings if you are a guy, or an alien if you identify as that, or if you are not a gender. Because okay, let me say something. Here's like a bonus to everything. A little sneak peek into my life other than the vlogs. A lot of people say a lot of things about Christians, and I'm a Christian. I was raised in the believing in Christ as my personal savior. And one thing though. Hello, friend. My secret has been revealed. I've been watching SS Sniper. I'm so sorry. I've always wanted to say this, but I was raised to be a Christian. Yes. But when I was raised to be a Christian, one thing that I will say to you is that in the damn Bible, sorry, I swore, they say to love your neighbor as yourself. Hate the sin, love the sinner. And to love everyone. And then there's these people who are Christians that are saying, oh, it's a sin. And I'm like, yeah, so fucking what? I ain't gonna judge their ass. You aren't supposed to judge their ass. Only God can judge their ass. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's right for other people to judge others. So, like, when people, like, start drama, I'm just like, seriously? Get a life. Anyways, guys, sorry about that. Be happy, be healthy, and always be loving.